Trump wants to get Letitia James and Alvin Bragg. That's what this story is all about. Nothing else there.
Payments to the state of New York and to states all across this nation. It is unacceptable, unconstitutional, ultra-vires. They have exceeded their authority. And so it's important that attorneys general representing our respective states stand up and enforce the rule of law, because Elon Musk, individuals at the Treasury, and the President of these United States is not above the law. And we will continue. You know, as attorneys general, we've been preparing for this. This is not the outcome that we wanted.
Yes, a full-blown war has broken out between Trump administration and New York Democrat. I loved it. This is according to Greg Foreman. He posted this video recently. When you go down on the clip, New York AG Letitia James go on angry unhinged rant against Trump and Elon Musk over cutting funds to New York. Elon Musk is not total to any accountability at all. Yes, this is coming 2 days after Letitia J was sued. Not only her, a lot of these people were sued. On this clip, we are going to take an exclusive look into what is going on exactly.
Save checks and balances! Save checks and balances! Save checks and balances!
And as attorneys general, we're not going to bow to the president or to Elon Musk. It's important that individuals understand that right now Elon Musk is untethered to any accountability at all. And the fact is that they would like for us to engage in an ideological litmus test. And that's why they've paused funds. That's why they have freezed Social Security and veterans payments, and payments to the state of New York and to states all across this nation. It is unacceptable, unconstitutional, ultra-vires. They have exceeded their authority. And so it's important that attorneys general representing our respective states stand up and enforce the rule of law, because Elon Musk, individuals at the Treasury, and the President of these United States is not above the law. And we will continue. You know, as attorneys general, we've been preparing for this. This is not the outcome that we wanted. We wanted to cooperate. But when you challenge the 14th Amendment, birthright citizenship, we acted. And we got a TRO. When you challenge the NIH, individuals who are engaging in research to find a cure to cancer, to find a cure to a cardiac disease, we got a TRO. Funding, when you pause the funding of countless number of agencies, Meals on Wheels, veteran services, law enforcement grants, we got a TRO. And we're not finished yet. So we're gonna march into court each and every time to uphold the law, to uphold the Constitution, and let the president and Elon Musk and his minions know that you cannot restructure our government. This is not a unilateral form of government. Congress is a co-equal branch of government, and the separation of powers requires that you get consent of the United States Congress. And we are confident today that we will get a preliminary injunction. Any questions?
Trump wants to get Letitia James and Alvin Bragg. That's what this story is all about. Nothing else there. He went after Illinois because he wants to get Pritzker. Hates him. And the way to do that is to deny the states of Illinois and New York the federal grant money. The New York Post reports today $8 billion is going to get held up by the Justice Department that would have flowed into New York State, which is running an astronomical deficit here. Okay? So the easiest way to do this is to file civil suits against the governor and the attorney general. Then the question was, why is the mayor of New York left out? Because he doesn't matter. He doesn't matter. Trump wants to get Letitia James. Hochul is just an ornament. Doesn't have any bad feeling toward Hochul, Trump. But Adams, the deal that was made, I don't know what Adams is giving Trump. I have to tell the audience up front. I don't know, and I don't use anonymous sources, but I have gotten call after call after call that said, and all of these people have agendas who are calling me. They all have agendas, all right? And they're saying that Adams knows where the bodies are buried with James and Bragg. Just throwing it out for your consumption. I'm not reporting it to be true, but it kind of makes sense.
You are the only person who has the power to effectively fire.
Yes, this lady don't know that her days are coming closer. She has been doing this for some time now, going after Trump. She thought this would last forever. She was sued the other day, and her TDS can't even stop. Trump is president. There are a lot of these things that she is putting out. If I want to count the number of lawsuits that this lady has filed since Trump became president, it's already 10. Yes. Oh, I'm suing. Oh, I'm suing. Crazy. New York Governor Katie Hall is totally panicking now that the DOJ is suing her over her immigration policies and refuses to cooperate with ICE, especially since Mayor Adams says he will let ICE deport illegals from this island. So Hochul is deflecting and threatening to fire Adam. That is what is going on.
You are the only person who has the power to effectively fire Mayor Eric Adams and remove him from this position, which might conceivably moot this whole fight. How are you thinking about that now? You could have done it at any point until now, but now, given this crisis that's emerged in federal law enforcement around this case, are you feeling differently about that responsibility?
Let me tell you from a couple of angles here. One is that this is unbelievably unprecedented for the Department of Justice in Washington to interfere in this way. My husband was a 30-year federal prosecutor. Barack Obama made him his United States attorney. You look at what happened here. This is not supposed to happen in our system of justice. The Bondi administration in that Department of Justice is already showing they're corrupt. Now, set that aside. I did see the letter that was issued by the acting United States attorney. The allegations are extremely concerning and serious.
Yes.
But I cannot, as the governor of this state, have a knee-jerk, politically motivated reaction like a lot of other people are saying right now. I have to do it smart, what's right, and I'm consulting with other leaders in government at this time. This just happened. I need some time to process this and figure out the right approach.
But you are consulting with other leaders, consulting with your advisors, and looking anew at this matter,
Of course I am.
Given the recent developments.
Of course I am.
What a time to be alive. I have never seen Democrats panicking like this. They are panicking. Since day one, when Trump came in, they have not been sleeping. You should understand the extent this people wanted to go. Like, Trump should not win. Trump should not even run. They were all scared of this. Now they are getting it because God saved him and allowed him to win. Trump winning this election was something that Democrats never expected. Reason, at this point, they still can't understand why this even happened. They are confused. Reason, the meltdown can't even stop. At a certain point, when I look at what is going on, Letitia James needs to be taught a lesson because her TDS has reached that level that is even uncontrollable. Her mission to go after Trump was something she started ever since. Even Trump is the president, she's still threatening. Now, because Elon Musk. Just imagine if Trump was not president, what this people would do to Elon Musk. Just imagine. Thank you guys for always being there. If you see clips after my video, that is just for algorithm. I always say this on all my videos. It helps the videos to be recommended. You might not understand how this platform works, but I know a little.
And 4 hours of Joe Scarborough shouldn't be allowed in this country. and then like Rachel Maddow, like it's schizophrenic at times. Like, yeah, I do think there should be some semblance of an idea that, look, they're kicking progressive ass.
About 18 crazy lawyers stood up with Letitia James, sue Elon Musk.
Trump administration send any federal bureaucrats that are thinking about obstructing the president's agenda?
They will be held accountable. The president is signing executive orders daily, and he expects all officials across the administration, regardless if they are a political appointee or if they are a career bureaucrat, to adhere to the will of the American people and the 77 million Americans who reelected President Trump.
How do you feel like it's been doing the show through the Trump era?
I think it has been terrible and fun. I think I get a lot of enjoyment.
Optically speaking, I think most Americans are going to have this sense that, you know, Trump is telling the truth.
So White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt announced that the Associated Press has been banned from the Oval Office.
As press secretary. And nobody has the right to go into the Oval Office and ask the President of the United States questions. That's an invitation that is given.
Are Black Africans. Yet only 4% of those Black Africans own the land.
That he would be shutting down PEPFAR.
A bully and a thug who's the president of the United States, U.S., it's everywhere.
There is a lot of waste, fraud, and abuse within a system.
Audits. A chance to see what happens when you take a business approach to the government in the White House. We're seeing right now with this whole USAID thing where they're uncovering massive amounts of corruption.
And also, I got to say,
don't you agree?
I totally agree.
Essential.
Early on, immediately.
She's probably been put in there because, according to Donald Trump, she's a 10.
To her.
The EU does not treat the U.S. fairly on trade and that he has some big complaints. Is that true?
Right? And it doesn't mean that we should sit and pretend that it's suddenly okay, that this new presidency is just going to keep on keeping on. That is not the case. And
awful things have happened. So and sparks move things. And it doesn't matter how much water you have.
Future president and his gag
are somebody in policy.
The city of the Pacific Palisades is burning. And, I flew here last night. I was on a plane.
You getting water to areas that need...
He's been trained his whole life to do.
What do we do?
All right, right now you're looking straight. Remember it.
As a country about James.
Yeah, and then I think all our tax dollars probably went for Gavin's hair gel.
Now look, I have a lot of...
The Democratic Party has about everything.
The next department that appears to be on the chopping block is the Department of Education. Just earlier today,
the biggest loser on Team Chiefs, literally right next to us was Taylor Swift. And then to the left was Donald Trump. Those are boos.
Well, the Super Bowl is officially underway.
Trump had what he described as a lengthy and highly productive call with Russian President Vladimir Putin. And what
It never fails to amaze me